Hi everyone. I want to talk to you today about the VES Handbook. Now, this is the VES Handbook for standard practices and procedures in VFX and animation. This is the third edition. So years back, Jeffrey Okun and Suzan Swerman from the VES started to put this book together, the first edition. And what they do is gather input and writing from a lot of industry professionals. And this is the Bible for visual effects and animation. Now, I highly recommend that you buy this book, and I'm going to talk about it a little more here in a second. This book is not only great for artists and folks who are students of visual effects and animation, folks who are in the business but maybe not in the production or art departments. If you're in a support staff role in IT, it's still a valuable book. The glossary alone is massive. And really, you're always running into little things that you don't really know much about in visual effects. Nobody can see the whole elephant. Well, here's the whole elephant. I really recommend it also for those folks who are in media and entertainment sales. I now work on the sales side. I work with a lot of account executives and partner specialists. And really, if you're associated with the visual effects or animation industry in any way, shape, or form, this book should be on your shelf. Now, like I said, it's contributed to by a lot of folks. So I was really pleased to see how many people I knew had contributed to this book. Some of the folks that I've seen contribute are Scott Squires, John Root, Greg Hyman, we have David Tanaka, Marshall Crasser added a bunch, and if you look back in my videos, you'll see I interviewed Marshall Crasser. I'll put a link right here above. Craig Zeroni, he used to be my former boss, and John Knoll, of course, the co-inventor of Photoshop, and many others have all added to this edition, and it covers everything from bidding to on-set best practices. If you want to know a little bit about ACES color space, that's ACES, color standards, you'll learn, there's something about that here. Funny enough, the one thing that isn't in here is virtual production with LED video walls. That's just too new. And the reality is whenever a book like this comes out that's dealing with a bleeding edge industry, there's always going to be something that didn't quite make it in the book because it's just happening now, and that's virtual production. So there'll be a fourth edition coming out. I understand it'll be an online edition. So this textbook, and this is used as a textbook in a lot of schools, will then be an electronic edition, which will make it much more searchable and copy and pastable. So I look forward to that. But really, if you're involved in any way, shape, or form in the visual effects and animation industry, do yourself a favor, pop over to Amazon, pick this book up, and if you are a Visual Effects Society member, well then take a look in your inbox. There's likely an email about this from a few months back, and you can go through the publisher and get your discounted version if you're a member of the VES. So I don't know how I went this long without owning this book, but I'll be reading it a lot over the coming months. See you, everybody.